Hello, what's going on? Mr. Isaac here again with another music lesson for you. And today we're going to do part 2 of our rhythm lesson. So let's get started, shall we? Here's my first question. Does anybody remember what rhythm is? Well, if you remember from my last video, I showed you a couple different instruments that had different kinds of sounds, and some of them were long, and some of them were short, right? I showed you the clave, right? Did these have a long or a short sound? You're smart. Short sound. Short. Very short. And then I showed you, I showed you something else with a long sound. Here's one. This one had quite the long sound, right? The triangle, right? So rhythm are long and short sounds in music. Very good review. A little bit more to review here, so let's take a look over at the whiteboard. All right, so let's draw some of our rhythms on the whiteboard. First, I have the circle that I color in. Then I have a stem that comes straight out. Perfect. Does anybody remember what we call that? If you said ta, you would be correct. Ta, 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 ta. That's our long sound. Very good. All right, let's draw our next one. This one has 2 circles. Two stems and a beam across the top. Anybody remember what we call this one? If you said TT, you were correct. TT. Very good. TT is our shorter sound. That one goes like this. TT, 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 ta, 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 TT, TT, ta, ta, TT, ta. Okay, we have the difference between TT and ta. Very good. We had one more. Does anybody remember what that's called? No, it's not a squiggly line, although it kind of is. It's a oops, you can't see it. It's a rest. Rest. Very good. So we have rest, and that means we make no sound, right? No sound. So we have ta, ti, ti. Oh, remember what I do with my lips, right? I don't say the word rest, but my lips look like they're saying the word rest. Watch my lips. But you don't hear it. If you have trouble with that, you can whisper rest. We have ta, ti, ti, rest. Very good. That's a great review. Let's get into our first beat game, our little rhythm game using words. Let's get into it. All right, and here we are. Okay, so you can see here that I have a bunch of words on the screen, and this might look familiar to you if you can read it. Why don't we read it together first? 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." Okay, so that right there has some long words and some short words. So using our rhythms ta, ti, and rest, I think that we can learn what rhythms are being used in this little nursery rhyme. So let's start with the very beginning, okay? So we have 5 little monkeys. Can we clap that together? 5 little monkeys. Long, short, short, long, long. Wow. So I think that goes 5 little monkeys. So we have 5 little monkeys, or ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. Pretty easy. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. Okay. So jumping on the bed. Jumping on the bed. Ti, 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 ta. Let's try that. Jumping. That was a ti. Jumping on the. Ti, 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 bed. Ah, there's a ta. Oh, notice I'm not even drawing the circle here. I'm using the word as the circle for the note, right? Jumping on the bed. And then, guess what goes at the end of bed? I bet you didn't know this, but a good old rest. So, 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. Rest. What if we clap it? Can we clap this together? I'm going to count to 4, and then let's try clapping it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. Rest. And for rest, I just put my hands out like this. Just like that. Let's move on. One fell off and bumped his head. Ta, 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 ta. Rest. Not a single TT happens here. Huh. One fell off and bumped his head. Rest. Let's start from the beginning. Ready, go. 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. Rest. One fell off and bumped his head. Moving on. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said... Okay, this one has some TTs. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said. You guessed it, a rest at the end. Wow, how many TTs do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good counting. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said. Oh, one more. But how about we do it once from the beginning before we do the last line? Here we go. I'll count to 4 and then we'll go together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said. Let's do the last line. Here we go. No more monkeys jumping on the bed, with a rest at the end. So, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. Bam. That's the entire game. That's the entire nursery rhyme. Let's do it from the very beginning to the very end. We'll clap it. If you feel like you can clap and say it, go ahead and try. Or just try to clap it. Or if you feel like you're kind of not getting it, just listen and see. Maybe you will get it. Let's start from the very beginning. Here we go. I'll count to 4 and let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. That is the entire nursery rhyme. Great job. That was awesome. Hey, you know what? I think we should do one more. One more little game to practice tas and TTs. How does that sound? This one is shorter, and it doesn't have any rests. So let's see. Let's hop in. I'm going to read it to you first. Fudge, fudge, called the judge. Mama's got a baby. Oh, joy, it's a boy. Mama's going crazy. Ha! That one is pretty silly, isn't it? Let's get started. Fudge, fudge, called the judge. Let's start with that. All right, so fudge. Ta, called the judge. What do you think called the is? Ta or TT? Okay. If you said TT, you were correct. Fudge, fudge, called the judge. And judge, yes, you're right, is a ta. Ta, TT, ta. Or fudge, fudge, called the judge. Mama's got a baby. Mama, that's TT, ta. Mama's got a baby. Look how much easier this is getting. You're learning. It's great. Oh, joy, it's a boy. Ta, TT, ta. That's it. Oh, joy, it's a boy. Mama's going crazy. Let's see. Mama, ta or TT? T-T. Mama's going. Ta or T-T. Crazy. Ta. That's right. Wow. Let's do the whole thing. You want to clap and say it? If you can clap and say it, go ahead. If you only want to clap it, go ahead. If you only want to say it, go ahead. Try to participate this time. Here we go. Ready and fudge. Called the judge. Mama's got a baby. Oh, joy, it's a boy. Mama's going crazy. Great job, everybody. Awesome. All right, and that just about does it for our Rhythm Part 2 video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you did, and I hope you learned something with, of course, ta, T, and rest. We're going to continue playing these kinds of beat games and figuring out music and learning to draw. In the meantime, you can keep practicing drawing your notes. You can practice saying ta, T, and rest. You can do any of these things. So, I'll see you next week. Have a great day. See you later.